I am very happy to welcome all of you to the new Vijnan video episode. It is a preparation for Kerala Teacher Eligibility Test. Included adolescent psychology, theories of learning and teaching, aptitude. It is very helpful to category 3 candidates, but it is very useful to all categories because psychology and pedagogy is the main subjects deals in this video. Always make a depth study for the Kerala Teacher Eligibility Test. Be happy, be positive. Question number 1. Before the athletic race, John says to his coach, I know I can do well in this race. This is the example for John's A. Self-efficacy, B. Overconfidence, C. Self-boasting, D. Intrinsic motivation. Answer A. Self-efficacy. Question number 2. In Erikson's model, the key challenge of young adulthood is A. Trust versus mistrust, B. Intimacy versus isolation, C. Identity versus role confusion, D. Integrity versus despair. Answer B. Intimacy versus isolation. Question number 3. The MMPI is used to assess A. Memory, B. Intelligence, C. Personality, D. Creativity. Answer C. Personality. The full form of MMPI is Minnesota Multiphasic Personality Inventory. Question number 4. Heuristics are A. Mnemonics, B. Problem solving technique, C. Chunks, D. None of the above. Answer B. Problem solving technique. Question number 5. Select the correct one. According to Skinner, A. Punishment can strengthen the behavior. B. Punishment and reinforcement are the same. C. Behavior can't be modified. D. Behavior is innate. Answer A. Punishment can strengthen the behavior. Question number 6. Shruthi is an 8th standard student. She has very high scores in all subjects except mathematics. She has some particular difficulty in doing addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. We can assume that she is having A. Dyslexia, B. Dysgraphia, C. Dyscalculia, D. Dyspraxia. Answer C. Dyscalculia. Question number 7. Triple track plan is program designed for A. Mentally challenged, B. Socially disadvantaged, C. Intellectually gifted, D. Culturally deprived. Answer C. Intellectually gifted. Question number 8. Piaget used the term schemata to refer to the cognitive structure underlying organized patterns of A. Behavior, B. Experience, C. Operations, D. Concept. Answer D. Concept. Question number 9. Kohlberg proposed a stage theory of A. Social development, B. Psychosocial development, C. Cognitive development, D. Moral development. Answer D. Moral development. Question number 10. Choose the correct one for ECCE. A. Education for creative children with exceptionalities. B. Education for creative children and empowerment. C. Early childhood care for exceptional. D. Early childhood care and education. Answer D. Early childhood care and education. Question number 11. The name William Stern is closely associated with A. Emotional quotient, B. Multiple intelligence, C. Intelligence test, D. Intelligence quotient. Answer D. Intelligence quotient. Question number 12. According to Thurston, how many primary mental abilities are there? A. 5, B. 6, C. 7, D. 8. Answer C. 7. Question number 13. Choose the most appropriate combination from the list for teacher maturity. A. Dependent, subordinate position, limited behavior, deep interests. B. Active, limited behavior, long-term perspective, superordinate position. C. Active, superordinate position, deep interest, long-term perspective. D. Shallow interest, short-term perspective, passivity, independence. Answer C. Active, superordinate position, deep interest, long-term perspective. Question number 14. You look at a picture for several seconds and then close your eyes tightly. You attempted to visualize the picture of that you viewed. Here you tried to utilize the visual sensory memory, which is named as A. Econic memory, B. Iconic memory, C. Semantic memory, D. Long-term memory. Answer B. Iconic memory. Question number 15. The best remedy of the students' problems related to learning is A. Suggestion for hard work, B. Supervised study in library, C. Suggestion for private tuition, D. Diagnostic teaching. Answer D. Diagnostic teaching. Question number 16. The third stage of creative thinking is A. Thinking, B. Incubation, C. Illumination, D. Verification. Answer C. Illumination. Question number 17. Choose the correct one which does not belong to the category of basic needs. A. Food and water, B. Water and rest, C. Food and safety, D. Rest and safety. Answer C. Food and safety. Question number 18. Who is known as the father of inclusive education? A. Alan Bloom, B. Ovid de Crowley, C. John Dewey, D. Lev Vygotsky. Answer B. Ovid de Crowley. Question number 19. Writing the learner's response on the chalkboard is a subskill of A. Non-verbal reinforcement, B. Verbal reinforcement, C. Questioning skill, D. Stimulus variation. Answer A. Non-verbal reinforcement. Question number 20. Which answer best describes creative thinking? A. Product of convergent thinking, B. Product of divergent thinking, C. Product of reasoning, D. Product of metacognitive thoughts. Answer B. Product of divergent thinking. Question number 21. The organization of NCSE set up to improve the delivery of education services through inclusive education stands for A. National Council for Special Education, B. National Council for School Education, C. National Council for Social Education, D. National Committee for Science Education. Answer A. National Council for Special Education. Question number 22. Select the term used by Albert Bandura to refer to the overall process of social learning. A. Conditioning, B. Self-efficacy, C. Reinforcement, D. Modeling. Answer D. Modeling. Question 23. Select the fourth stage in Gagne's hierarchy of learning. A. Chaining, B. Multiple discrimination, C. Principal learning, D. Verbal association. Answer D. Verbal association. Question number 24. What is most important for a teacher? A. To maintain discipline in class. B. To be punctual in class. C. To remove the difficulties of students. D. To be a good orator. Answer C. To remove the difficulties of students. Question number 25. The common eating disorder affected by adolescent female is A. Anorexia nervosa, B. Bulimia nervosa, C. Binge eating, D. Excessive eating. Answer A. Anorexia nervosa.